So I've got Queensland Globe and I've got the legend up, and you can see there now is the land parcel. So we'll just turn that off there. Now what you can really do is, even if you're just looking, is that Queensland Globe has some tools. They're a bit clunky, but that is information identify, that you can measure, that is you can put the coordinates, and you can draw places. For example, if you wanted to find, let's zoom in a bit and find a lot and plan. It takes a bit of time sometimes to zoom in. Click on identify, and you can identify in various ways. Let's just double click on this lot and plan. And there you'll see come up with it identify, and it just identifies a land parcel. You have to go through a number of steps to find it, and there's the land parcel there. That's lot 417 RP, and that's the unique property identifier. There's the lot area, square meters, lot volume. And if you will remember, in our ArcGIS, in the cadastre attribute table, this is the stuff that was in the cadastre, in the attribute table. Now I deleted a lot of the stuff to make the file smaller, but you can also put the address. It is in Robina, it's 26 Bentley Court, Robina, Queensland. So that's really useful. Maybe not with lot and plan, but what you can do, for example, is you can pop in another layer. And with planning, one of the most important layers you'll put in is the regional ecosystem mapping, which is the Vegetation Management Act mapping. And what's really important there is the biodiversity status remnant. Now there's not going to be much remnant vegetation in the Gold Coast, so I'm going to go out a bit. And maybe I'll go out into the hinterland. I'll drag it out into around Hens Dam. And you can see it comes up with quite a lot of different colours. And there's the biodiversity status remnant. So if you're assessing a development application, or you are putting in an application as a consultant or a planner, you will see that this is the state government vegetation management layer. And what's important is these here: endangered dominant, endangered subdominant, of concern, subdominant, and no concern at present. All of those trigger the Vegetation Management Act, even the no concern at present. Those don't. What you can do there, we'll just make the legend smaller. You can also look at that. So let's go into identify. And this is going to be very useful for you for your major assignment. So let's click on this one. Or let's just click on that little bit of dominant of concern, endangered. We double click on him. You'll see it's got a number. Sometimes you've got to double click a couple of times. Oh, you've got to do that. We'll hide him. It's a bit slow today, sorry. It takes a bit of time. Click on that. That's probably a better way to do it, and it'll come up with there. There's the land parcel. We don't want that now. But then you click on biodiversity status remnant. You click on the number. Each one has a number. It tells you what it is. But at the very, very, very bottom, you click again on there, and you click on link to description, and it'll open up a web page. And this gives you the regional ecosystem details. You can also just go straight to this website itself and pop in the code 1231. And that says riverine wetland or fringing riverine wetland. That would be important. It's endangered. And there's the short description. It's gallery rainforest. It's a notophil rainforest on alluvial plains. Mostly you would just use the short description, and there's the long description. If you get a development, if the vegetation management people will probably ask for the whole thing. But it's really useful that it tells you where it is, where it's protected. It's got some special values. It's got fire management guidelines, and then it gives you the different things. It's very useful. It's extremely useful, in fact. And you can click on the bottom there, and it'll tell you all about remnant vegetation, remnant ecosystem vegetation in Queensland. This is exceptionally important in planning, so please remember it. You will use this all the time.